Hey there everybody, and welcome to a little bonus stream we're doing just to make sure we got our video issues sorted from the last one. We're going to peek in here at the Night Racing Blue team who are competing at Imola this weekend in the endurance, European Endurance Series. We've got Kevin Hensel in the car right now, and the team is running in second place, 32 seconds behind the leaders. We're in the fourth stint of the race, I believe. I'm not sure, I have to check that out, but we have had one driver change. Leighton Cater opened up the driving duties, and Kevin Hensel is in there as the second driver. It's a busy day here at Night Racing, as we have, obviously there are no races on the endurance weekends. Lots of the drivers race in these 6-hour events, but there is a practice scheduled later on, and we were thinking of getting a little bit of that up on the YouTube channel as well. We'll see how many people get showing up, and we'll see how everything looks on the stream here. We apologize for the Mid-Ohio broadcast. We were trying something and it didn't quite work out, so it was a little choppy, but I think we've got everything sorted out, and we'll give you this bonus coverage just to check out what's going on elsewhere in the Night Racing esports. The Corvette showing the new livery. They've done a lot of work on this car. It debuted at Mid-Ohio, and this is the livery they're going to be running at the 24 Hours of Daytona. And a great job done by Leighton and the team getting this together. 3 hours, 18 minutes left in this 6-hour race. And because I've been working on the video side all day and haven't really been talking to the guys, I've seen them in their race prep earlier on. But I'm not even sure if Hayden Fowler is running today. We'll see if it's just Leighton and Kevin. I assume Hayden is also going to be getting into this car. For those of you who are just going to go and get ourselves into some of the other action around the racetrack, let the cameras move around, and you're going to find a familiar livery out there. And the number 12 car, that is Nathan Jew, currently the LMP2 class leader in the Night Racing League. And they are also competing in this race. So good to see Nathan and the Red Kite guys out there. As we head back into Kevin, as we said, running second in class and closing that gap, now under 30 seconds. So we'll let this run. I'm not going to do a bunch of talking. I'm going to be playing with some settings here and getting everything maximized, and remind you that the next race in the Night Racing League is a week from today as far as YouTube is concerned. The races run on Saturday, of course. We have delayed coverage, and the races are broadcast Sundays at noon. And you see all these guys. It's 2 hours at Sebring. And as I said, we've got a 2-hour practice later today. That starts at 1 o'clock Eastern, 1800 UTC, and we'll try and get a little bit of that up on the YouTube channel here as well. So as far as the mic goes, I'm going to sign off for a bit. You can watch Kevin here, who's having himself a good little stint and pulling that gap. His last lap time of 41.6. He's just coming by the start line. We'll get an update on that. 40.5, so you can see he is 3 seconds quicker than the 939 car, which is currently leading the GTE class. So trying to put another good run together here for the esports team. So I'm going to shut up, and I will sit back and let you enjoy the action. We'll get some different camera angles for you too. And just a quick update here as that gap continues to come down. He's consistently more than a second quicker than the car leading this race at the moment. Just talked to the team, and Hayden Fowler will not be driving today. He's away for Christmas, so hope you're having a good holiday there, Hayden. It's just Kevin and Leighton in the car today, and doing a great job running P2 here with just about half the race to go. A gaggle of back markers here. That's the 19th car. 11th, and that's a battle for 10th in front. So a lapped car first, and then a battle for 10th place that Kevin's coming through here. And there's the red kite car. That would be, yeah, Nathan is still in that car. They're running 12, sorry, car number 12. They're running 11 because that gets tight. Everybody keeps it off each other, but a little wide there for Kevin. That gap now down to 23 seconds, so doing a great job still. Very heavy traffic here. And this now the battle for 10th in front, so I'm not sure how much these guys will be wanting to get out of the way, but we'll see how Kevin handles that. His last lap time of 43.7, and you can see he's lost a little bit of that gap for the first time in a long while to the leader. So past the back marker, and now the battle is for 6th place with pit stops going on. Running at 43s.
The leader, Farrell, is pitting.
Just get that crew chief turned off for you, and we're at the halfway mark. Just a reminder, we're going to be cutting away from this in about a half an hour. These are just some highlights for you today. The Night Racing League Sports Car Championship has a practice session at 1 o'clock, so we'll be going away to participate in that. And maybe we'll get some lap times up on the YouTube channel, and then after practice, we will come back and we'll just update the finishing position here of the Night Racing blue car. And with pit stops now, you can see the 939 has gone to the pits, and Kevin is in P1. Leading here with a pit stop coming up, and maybe a driver change as well. Here comes Kevin into the pits at the end of lap 107, leading the race. And the last car to pit, according to my chart over there. They have done a fuel-saving stint, and we'll see where that puts them. And it is a driver change. We'll see Leighton get back in the car. They had a pretty sizable lead here as well. So we'll see how long they're in here. Fuel should be just about done. And away he goes with 2 hours 54 minutes left in the race. And I'm just trying to find the 7 car here. We're just now coming through the last 2 corners, so it looks like the Leighton's going to get himself out with the race lead after a pit stop and a driver change. Here he comes out of pit exit. And there's the Porsche in behind. So a great pit stop, and they keep the lead through the driver change. So fantastic stuff, and off we go for the last half of the race. Just now getting everything up to temperature. That LMP doing a late dive there. Late survives that, but we've got a battle for the lead here. This is the number 7 car now on the tail. We'll see what the lap times are. Leighton's got his 2 laps in to get those tires up to temperature, and we'll see what the true lap time is. Again, they are on a different fuel strategy here, and looks like they've got a few laps at hand, so... Oh, and the Porsche's off! Well, that helps a great deal. A little bit of a breather, and he can get himself settled into a lap time. So we'll get some representative ones here as he comes around this time to the start-finish line. It's now a 2.5-second gap. We'll see what these comparables are. The Porsche, of course, will have a poor lap time when he comes around. He did a 40.9 the previous lap. Leighton on his first real representative is 43 dead, so he did have that LMP dive. That cost him at least a second. So we'll see how these guys settle in. As we said, it's a busy day here at Night Racing. We've got the blue team competing at Imola at 1800 UTC, which is in about 35 minutes. We've got open practice for the Sports Car Championship at Sebring. This will be the second practice. There are 2 official sessions scheduled for Tuesday and Wednesday this week. Every race in the Sports Car Championship generally has about 10 hours of practice sessions. It's a great place to hone your endurance skills. All these drivers race in it, including some the LMP car. The Red Kite car is here today. We've got Endurance Series drivers there. If you're an A or B licensed sports car driver and want to be in the series, just PM me and we'll get you in. Got to be between 1,300 and 3K. But all our races are low incident limits. You have to keep your car on the track. They're long enough. They represent double and triple stints. You have to manage your tires, manage your fuel, keep your car clean, and basically learn all the skills you need to compete in these races, the 6-hour and special events that iRacing puts on. Last time around, we got some real lap times. It was a 40.5 for Cater and a 40.9 for the chasing Porsche. So he's able to extend that gap a little bit. Running first in class here with 2 hours 48 minutes remaining. And that didn't help at all, but the Porsche got out of the way. But that has put the 7 car right back on our tail, as Leighton had to be very careful through that chicane up at the top of the hill. That's the 79 car in front now, running in 24th position, and according to my timing screen, last on the circuit. He's the last car running. And wanting to get by here on the chicanes, maybe down at the hairpin. Gets a good run here. He can take him before Villeneuve. And there it goes. A nice on the inside. What's going to happen at the top of the hill here? Is going to stay behind, so good job. That's going to, if he runs him as hard as he ran Leighton, that'll give us our gap back. We've got an LMP coming through here too. Is he going to make him run on the second place car? Well, maybe finally safely through that. Here comes the 7 car. And we're seeing, I'm trying to look here. It looks like we got our video things all settled out. You guys watching, got good quality there. I've been playing with the frame rates and the bit rates, and it looks like it's pretty clear. Certainly not having any of the stutters, which wrecked the last race we broadcast, but finally some clear track here for Leighton. Look at that nice empty straight. Hopefully he can just stretch this gap out again. He was quicker than this Porsche before the traffic closed them back up. That time around very close, just 0.04 of a second between them. Like we might have a move here, doesn't it? We'll go on board the Porsche and watch Leighton do his work here. And a great battle here, a little wiggle by the Corvette, and that's going to give the 7 car the lead. Remember, we stopped much later. Let's have a look We're running the 11th lap since the pit stops and 15th lap. So we have 4 laps extra fuel on our car. So that may not be a bad thing, and Leighton can sit in behind. You know, he's a little bit faster in clear track, so if he can sit there and maybe even save a little more fuel, that's probably not a bad thing here with 2 hours 30 to go. Get these LMPs by and then see if he can suck up to the back end of that Porsche. And a little dirt with the left rear, so that's going to open that battle up. No harm, no foul on the car. Stay in front of that guy. It's not going to do you any favors. So about 6 seconds lost there, not too bad. And as we said, nothing with the car. He didn't hit anything. Just a little dirt on that left rear. And still got an 8-second gap plus to the third place car, so no worries there. and settle back in. That gap is starting to come down a little bit. See how things go through traffic. 2 hours, 30 minutes left here at Imola. Checking in as well with our Night Racing League Sports Car Championship participants. Just in behind us, there's the 12 car, the Red Kite Virtual Motorsports entry, and Nathan Drew in the seat, the LMP2 class leader in the Night Racing Sports Car Championship, and they have got themselves up to 6th place now, although one lap off the lead, it looks like. And he's going to be making his way up through the top of the hill, and it's going by our Night Racing blue car. At the top of the hour, we're going to break away. As we said, a busy day, and I've got to go participate in the Sports Car Championship Open Practice, which will happen at 1800. And when that's done, we'll come back and show you the conclusion of this race. As we get both of our friends on the screen at the same time. Little flash to say hello from Leighton, as these guys spend a lot of time together in the Sports Car Championship. And so with 2 hours, 22 minutes remaining, Night Racing Blue running in second place, and gap opening just slightly, under 10 seconds to the number 7 Porsche. We're running our 19th lap in this stint. The Porsche ahead of us is just completing its 23rd lap. So 4 laps extra fuel in the car, and we're going to break away. I've got to go participate in the Night Racing Sports Car League practice session, which is about to start. We'll hopefully see all you guys watching on the circuit too. And we'll come back here and we'll get the last 45 minutes or so up and check in to see where Leighton and Kevin have finished off here at Imola. So thanks for watching. I think we got a lot of our video stuff sorted. We'll do a couple more experiments when we come back later in the day, but we'll see you then.